bursting up through the floor is a massive, huge purple worm.
Taste deadly electricity!
You're inside the belly of the worm currently.
Yep.
No!
It was just a misunderstanding.
Alright everyone, your intermission actions are complete and it is time now to enter into our little game for this evening. If you would please follow me. And Thermgul turns abruptly, his majestic gold-trimmed red cloak twirling behind him as he seems to be floating towards an unknown destination. And then suddenly the massive doors leading to the gated gallery open before him. And you find yourselves all being kind of pulled along with him as this large room forms around you. And you see that he stops in front of a portal and turns to face you all, and looking at each of you in turn. I wish to genuinely offer my hope for each of you. Do not be offended if I gloat at the time of your death, and of course your souls are forfeit to me at the moment that you perish. The 3 survivors, you will move on to round 4 and be part of the final 15 in our tournament here. So good luck to all of you, and let us now determine the order in which you will all act. So once again, everyone, perception checks, intelligence ability checks, or regular dexterity for this. And we'll start with Andriel on the top left. 14 for Andriel. Bona, 28.
29, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I was ready to
Got the
fight.
guidance in there, 29. Sorry about that, jeez. And Little, 16. Murdev, 27. Poke, 7.
So that's a 3.
Oh, right.
Because I have a -4.
Yep, got it. And Sumoza, 11 plus?
11 plus 3 for a 14.
14. All right, excellent. So in order, if I could just ask you to let us know what's in your hands, describe anything that would be different about you, and if there's any kind of last words you want to say to the Eyes of Truth, Thermgul, or to your fellow contestants. And we will start with Bona.
Okay, Bona has a shield in his hand. His other hand is empty, although he does have a warhammer attached to his belt. You can see he is wearing a cape that he wasn't wearing earlier, so that is noticeably different about him. And Bona says to everyone and the Eyes of Truth, join me if I survive to help take down Thermgul and end this madness. I call you all to arms to help take down this evil. Everyone that's still in this, let's help destroy him.
Blah, blah, blah. So boring, Bona. Murdev.
Together we can take you down.
Merdev looks pretty similar to last time, except for the fact that he's flanked by 2 lions, one of them definitely bigger than the other. And also he has an owl, and also there are 3 mirror images of him around him. And he'll sort of nod to Bona and say, together we can break our shackles.
Yes.
He'll nod and, lighter than normal, step forward.
I'm sorry, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I did forget to say that I have 3 mirror images up too.
All the rage.
And
Very
Murdev,
fashionable.
what's in your hands, Murdev?
Oh, thank you very much. I have a shield in one hand, my hand in my other hand. And I'm also, I didn't mention it earlier, I'm also wearing a brilliant helm on over my head, but my ears are able to stick out. Of course. Very important.
Little.
Okay. You can't actually see Little. Not at first. When you realize where he is, it's only his struggle to remain still that undermines the invisibility. A clatter of bone, a quiet mutter, vague blurrings in the air showing the outline of his cloaked, armored form, the javelin and the shield in his hands. See what I did there? But you do all clearly hear his voice. Everyone, we face a particularly healthy purple worm today. Know this, I will support all of you. Save those who attack one another rather than our target. Good hunting. And, Bonna, I know you can't see me nodding, but I am. And he jumps through the portal.
And in your hands?
The javelin and the shield.
Okay. Andrea.
You definitely notice that Andriel has some new gear. She's got a new cloak, but she's like kind of ripped the sleeves off so you can see this really sweet tattoos that she's got up her arms. All three of them, actually, or all four of them, because she's got three duplicates surrounding her, and they all have really sweet tattoos. She's also got herself a couple pieces of new jewelry. There's a stone floating around her head. She's got a necklace on, and she has nothing in her hand. She just puts up her fists, kind of cracks her knuckles, and says, "Let's do this, guys." And not to forget, she's also flanked by this large, bright fire elemental. And she says, "Sparky, you're with me."
Samoza.
Samosa looks quite a bit different. Where previously he looked like he was falling apart and decaying, Samosa now shows skin and musculature on his bones and appears rather attractive, albeit gaunt and sickly looking. His previously amber pendant necklace is now mostly black, with flecks of amber shimmering in the light. He wears a flowing commoner's robe with an aquamarine gem peeking out through the neck, embedded on a bit of leather. His eyes shine bright green. He holds a walking stick in his hand. It is a staff with a necrotic twisted hand set atop it. And a small stone circles his head and shoulders. A black raven also perches on his shoulder. And he will look to the remaining contestants here and say, "Well, I found the great taxidermist. We can go in and kill this worm together. I wish all of you well. I very much intend to kill this worm, and hopefully he does not ruin the beautiful work that has been put into my skin." Ta-ta! And he traces a sigil in the air and steps through the portal with the bird still on his shoulder.
Anything in your hands, Samoza?
In his hand, he only holds his walking stick with a staff. It's a staff of some sort, and nothing in the other hand.
Got it. Poke.
As I am kind of putting on my belt that it has kind of my basic rapier that I usually have with me, and as I'm looking at everyone, and everyone has their own main character monologues before they go in and jump to the floor, and then or kind of through the door, I put on my holster that has my usual book, and now the new two things that have appeared, two scrolls on the side, and I kind of look around and look at Theron and say, "I think we're missing the bony guy. There was a new guy that jumped in. Did Samosa die by any chance? Did the bones fail? Or why did we have a change of heart?"
He got a bit of makeover during the intermission actions. You didn't recognize him.
Little sticks his head back through the portal. Did someone say bones?
Well then, and I look to the eye of truth and say, manners, not everyone have them. And I run through the portal and jump.
Okay, nothing in your hands?
Not really, aside from the 2 scrolls that I have on my holster, when it has kind of my book, and as well as kind of...
Okay, but are you holding one, though, in your hand, like, technically?
Sure. We just say there's one already in my hand.
All right, sounds good. With that, you all enter into the portal and immediately feel the firm grasp of the many shadowed hands pulling you towards your destination. You realize now that these could be the last moments of your lives, as once again your adrenaline spikes. All of your preparations have been made. Some of your strategies have unfolded as planned, and now it is time to see if those will survive contact. And as you get to this kind of point in realization, it's like the floor opens up underneath you as light begins to emanate. And as you're slowly descending down onto the battlefield, what you see... So it is an 80-foot square room. All these openings in the walls, of course, are not actual openings. I just don't have enough stuff. You can see 4 rows of 4 doors. Each kind of column of these doors has its own motif. So the black gemmed ones, you can see that all of these doors look very reinforced, quite sturdy, and it would require a significant amount of effort to open them. In this column, represented by the blue gem, you see a whole host of these keys with wings on them that are just fluttering around very quickly, darting back and forth. And to grab one of these keys would be quite a feat of dexterity. With the clear gem, you can see that all of the doors along this column have strange shapes on them that are very intricately detailed, a lot of like relief carving in it, a lot of textures, and there's no sign of any like keyhole, but yeah, just all these designs on it. And then finally over here, represented by the red gem, you can see a series of like lights that flash in patterns, and it takes you a moment to realize that they actually are patterns. And then at the end of each grouping of lights going off, you can kind of push the final one in the series if you could have the intelligence to determine what that next one should be. There are also 2 doors on the side that are not part of these like 16. They're 2 very distinct doors on the side. The room is 20 feet tall. The floor, walls, and ceiling are all made of stone, and it is brightly lit in here by magical illumination. Okay, then we will place all of you. Bona, I need a D8 from you. A 5. So Bona, you would be right here. Anything else with you? No.
No.
Okay. Merdev, I need a D8 roll from you, please. 4.
Number 4, spot 4. What could possibly go wrong?
Yep. And you've got 1 line beside you. That's large, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the small lion is large and swole lion is huge.
There we go.
Can those lines be different sizes?
They can if you have a potion of growth.
Yeah, one of them got fed a potion of growth, yeah. And
Perfect.
an owl?
Yes, and a no.
Little, I need a d8 roll, please. 1. Nobody sees you appear in the corner. And you have something with you as well, right? Okay, I'm gonna try not to confuse things, but I'm gonna use a black gem for now. Andriel, 6. Samoza, 3 for Samoza. And this wing here will be Argent. Yep. All right, Poke. Last roll for you. 7. Okay, so that would push you to the last spot in the corner here. So everybody is set. And as your feet hit the ground and all your summons and pets find their place as well, and you look around at this grouping of doors in front of you, bursting up through the floor in the center of the room is a massive, huge purple worm. And as the stone floor breaks apart in the center, its head comes up into the ground as it seems to be like Stevie Wonder, like sensing where everybody is as its head moves around. Sorry to Stevie Wonder fans out there. And we will begin the game with Bona.
Okay. Bona wants to move toward the clear crystal door,
Okay.
and he wants to attempt to enter that door.
Okay, I need a perception check. As you look at the surface of this door, and there's a variety of like shapes and textures to it, as you try to work your hand around to find the hidden button to release the door lock.
Okay. So I can use cast the spell guidance to help me on this?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Is guidance an action?
Yes.
Yes.
So trying to open the door is an action.
Okay, then I will try to open the door and I will not cast guidance then. I was just thinking it was an object interaction to open the door, so
Okay.
I'll only just try to open the door, and I rolled a 14.
All right. So with a 14, you use your hands and touch around all these various forms as the purple worm rears up behind the door that you're standing in front of. And something about this door doesn't feel right, and you push your hand in on this one area and you hear the mechanism release. This door is now unlocked with your action.
I will step through.
Okay, so use your object interaction to open it.
Yes.
And you step through it, and the door disappears as you all see Bona step through the doorway. And this single ring is now illuminating on Bona's wrist. And that doorway disappears. Anything else for you, Bona?
From where I'm looking at on my screen here, it looks like that I'm 10 feet away from the next door. Is that correct?
15.
15? Okay.
5, 10, 15, and then the door is like at the edge of the next square.
I'm going to use Twilight Sanctuary to give myself some temporary hit points.
Okay, so D6 plus 5?
Yes.
And that's just at the end of your turn. You can do that?
Yes.
Then Merdev, it's your turn. And you are right here with your owl, small lion, and swole lion.
Perfect. So I'm going to use my movement. It looks like I'm 15 feet away from that little blue gem door.
Yep.
Perfect. I'd like to run up to that, use my action to use the chime of opening on that door.
You pull out the chime of opening, striking it as everyone hears a resounding sound, and using your action and one charge from the chime, the door unlocks.
Perfect. And I will say to everyone, I have no intention of leaving this room before the monster dies. I want to make that clear. And I will use my bonus action to just cast Spiritual Weapon on the big guy.
Okay.
Just place it anywhere within range. I'm not too worried. On this side, on the south side, I guess.
Sure, got it.
Cool. And I'm not upcasting it. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not upcasting it or anything. I'm just casting. That's an... Oh, I have advantage because of the Archivist, if I'm not mistaken.
You do.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, nice. All right, so go ahead and roll your damage. 3 on the die, plus 8 from the crit die is 11, plus 4. So for a total of 15 force damage.
Perfect. That's pretty good. And can I use more movement to get him in my Spirit Guardian's range, which I totally forgot to mention that I had. Is that possible?
Yep. So currently, though, you've unlocked the door, but you haven't opened it.
Thank you. Sorry, there are walls or there are not walls?
There are no walls, just the
Okay.
door frames.
I'll use my object interaction to open it.
Okay, you used your object interaction to open it.
Yes.
Okay, it is open. And you step through the door to get into Spiritual Guardian's range.
Yes.
Alright, so with that, this door disappears as Murdev now has one magical glowing blue ring on his arm.
And then I'll give verbal instructions to my lions as well. If you want me to tell them now, I can, but if not.
Okay, there we go. So which lion would you like to move first?
Well, actually, first, I'd like to have my familiar go, and
Okay.
I'd like to have the familiar give fly down, or fly up. How tall is the ceiling? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask that earlier.
20 feet. 20 feet.
Ooh, just 20 feet. Okay. It'll fly over and use the help action on my friend Poke. And then I will have it fly just sort of in the corner using the rest of its movement as far as it can go, as high as it can go, away from the battle, essentially.
Okay, what is its flying speed?
60 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and it's providing the help action to Poke. Do you have to specify what you're helping to do, or no?
Ability checks? I think I
Is
don't.
it?
I actually don't. I think I can do that if I'm not mistaken. And that's that turn, and then Swole Lion will go. The owl end its turn. Swole Lion will run up and try and grapple the creature,
Okay.
and that'll be its strength at advantage because so there's going to be a +3 to this as it's trying to bite and hold on.
Why advantage?
Because it's giant. It has advantage and it's enlarged. It's part of the enlarged spell. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
So that'll be 33.
19. Well, it's 19 plus 3, right?
Oh God, I'm sorry. I rolled 22. Oh geez, that's
All
yeah,
good.
little off right there. 23, 22. Sorry. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so 13. So it is grappled.
How much movement did it take to get up there?
So 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement.
Perfect. I will use 20 feet of movement to push it 5 feet that way and then pull it 5 feet this way. So to push it out of the Spirit Guardian's range and then put it back into the Spirit Guardian's range.
Okay. So how much movement does it have left?
It has a speed of 50.
So you push it back 5, which costs you 10.
Pull it back, which should bring it back into the Spirit Guardian's range, which should deal damage to it.
Okay, got it. Go ahead and roll your damage, or does it have to make a save?
It does have to make a save.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
But it's a 12.
That fits.
That'll work.
It'll take 16 points of radiant.
16 radiant.
And that's Swole Lion's turn. Small Lion will take the dodge action and just back away slowly from the fire elemental. So about 5 feet.
Okay, you want it to go which way? Towards the fire elemental?
Away from the fire elemental.
5 feet?
Scared of fire. What can I say?
Is that it for you and the lions?
That's it for all of my friends.
Is that the end of your turn, Murdev?
I'm actually not going to do anything. Thank you, though, for the reminder. I have forgotten so many times.
I'm going to point my finger at Murdev and give him temporary hit points.
Okay.
6.
Okay, thank you. I'll take them, but I won't use them.
Okay.
It's now the worm's turn. It is grappled though, and does not have any speed, so it's going to use its multi-attack against the Swole Lion. First, it's going to use its Tail Stinger. 21 to hit.
That does hit.
So Swole Lion takes 19 piercing damage, and I need a
jeepers.
Constitution saving throw.
Fingers crossed it doesn't kill it in the first hit. That's a 10. Sorry, 12.
Okay, which is a fail. So Swole Lion takes... My computer can't add dice apparently. 37 poison damage.
Okay, and then added to how much piercing was it?
It was 19. So 56?
With 50 hit points, Swole Lion's already dead. Very sad.
Ooh. That was quick.
Okay, and now that he's no longer grappled, now I'll roll my targeting die to see who it will go after for its other attack, and a 5 would be poke.
Oh, I'm sorry. He started his turn in the Spirit Guardians.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
okay, go ahead. Okay, 15. Oh, he got a 20 this time, though.
Take 7.
All right. So, poke, it is looking your way. Are you taking it or fate searing it?
Hit me, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh boy. Ugh. Oh no.
Okay, just looking at his movement here. So it's 50 feet of movement. He used 10, so 50. So he can't get to poke. Instead, he can get to either Bona or the fire elemental, because the fire elemental is in the way. Which that only leaves one contestant target that it can go after, which is Bona. So the bite is coming towards Bona. But it's a 16 to hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, do you have mirror image up?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, can you roll your d20, please?
Yeah, it's
20.
a mirror image.
So one of the images is gone. That's the end of the creature's turn. It is now Little's turn.
Okay, so for Little's turn, he is actually going to walk 5 feet up the back wall, 80 feet right along the wall. He does not provoke attacks of opportunity unless people have the spell see invisibility up or blind sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to move from that point where I would be standing above Poke's head. His magnificent, no doubt he has a magnificent mane of hair, and proceed to interact with the red door, however much movement that costs. I think it's like 90, 95, something like that, all of that to get there.
You ran across this wall?
Yes.
Oh, and then around to this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I am going to have to use my hasted action to dash in order to have enough movement to get there.
Okay, so it costs you 90 to get down in front of the door.
Okay. So Little's javelin will appear in the air as he tosses it up to give himself an empty hand, and he will poke and or interact with the door.
Okay, so it requires an action to try to open the door.
Yeah, I'm going to use my my standard action to attempt to open the door.
Okay, so I need either an investigation or just intelligence check.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 28. Little sees these lights lighting up on various places in the door, and after just one rotation of the pattern, you pick it up right away, and you're like, come on. You know where you need to push, and as soon as you have the opportunity, you push the button, and you hear the door unlock.
All right. So flavor-wise, Little will just catch the javelin and poke the light, and but open the door and step through with his free object interaction.
Okay, sounds good.
And then he will move.
Hang on a second. So you're gonna catch the javelin.
It's just for flavor. Like I'll poke it, step through, however you like. It's just me being facetious.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're not using 2 object interactions.
No.
What weapon is that modeled after?
Okay, it is the returning weapon infusion on the artificer infusion list. Like if
I think we're good.
If it's easier, I'll just stow it. If that's easier. But I'm just trying to give it narrative flair. And I will step however much movement I have forward so that I don't leave big purple and nasties engagement range.
Okay. So you've used 90. How much do you have?
I should have 30 left.
30 left. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep going. Stowing is an object interaction.
Is there anything in your other hand?
My shield. Okay. So I guess I drop the javelin. Is that easier?
Okay.
Yeah, I dropped the javelin. Okay. But I am going to continue to move forward. And then I am going to whistle for my construct who is going to spend its own ability to dash. It has a movement speed of 40, doubled to 80. So it now has 160 movement. It is going to move up, pick, and for its second, and for its free object interaction, it is going to pick up the javelin and carry it to Little, and then it will spend an attack on the purple worm that's right in its face.
Okay, so just a base question to anybody as it's passing by. Does anyone take an attack of opportunity against the construct? Nope. Okay. So it moves through. It has 160 movement, so even passing through friendly creatures. Andriel, do you allow the construct to pass through your space?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Very kind.
And you can go ahead and attack the purple worm.
Okay, so that... Okay, so do you mind if I use the Thorn Whip? It's my spell whip attack. It's my spell attack modifier, so...
Sure,
Thank you, Dory.
same modifier?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it does not
no
hit.
dice. And it's not... Is it flanking at all, considering it's standing next to me and there's a...
Fire Elemental is on the other side. Yep, it would be flanking.
Okay, so just one more. 19! Cooey!
That does hit.
So I'm going to roll a d8. And it adds another 4, so it's 8 force damage.
8 force damage. Okay, got it.
That will be the end of my turn.
That makes it Andriel's turn.
Okay. Can you point me out on the board, please?
Yep,
Okay.
I see right there.
How far is it to the blue gem door on the north of the board?
So this one here?
Yes.
55.
55. Okay. And how far is it from that door to the purple worm?
Get him.
30.
Beautiful. I would like to run to that door that I indicated. I would like to use my hasted action to attempt to unlock the door.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dexterity check, please.
Okay.
That's an object interaction, Dave. That's not just a action.
Okay, can you use hasted to do object?
It says you can use a hasted action to use an object action.
Yeah, but it's an action to open the door.
Yeah.
I thought it was an action to unlock the door and then a free object interaction to open it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's, I guess, what Todd's getting at, though, is your hasted action can be an object interaction, which would be the door to unlock it. Yeah, so go ahead and make a dex.
Right. Okay.
check. You see the keys floating by, whipping past, and you go to grab one, but despite your immense training, you just can't seem to grab one.
Didn't work that time. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna then run at the purple worm.
Okay.
And I'm going to punch him with my fist.
Go for it.
There it is.
28 it does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. I'm gonna just, because of the issue I was having, I'm gonna just roll a d6 and then add my modifier.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't, for some reason, D&D Beyond is only allowing people to do 2024 monks for some reason.
Yes. 4 plus 7.
So 11 magical bludgeoning damage.
Yes. And then I would like to spend a key point to try and make that a stunning strike.
Of course you would. That's so Andriel. So it's a con save.
It is a con save, yes.
All right, DC 15.
Okay, that's all right. We're gonna second attack. I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. 21 hits.
+7.
13.
And we're gonna spend a second key point and we're gonna try and stun it again.
Okay, con save. That was too close.
Okay. So then for my bonus action, I would like to use Flurry of Blows. So I'm going to make 2 more. These ones are going to be kicks.
Okay.
19
does hit.
All right. +7. And as part of my opened hand technique, whenever I hit with one of my Flurry of Blows attacks, I can impose one of the following. It can fall prone if it fails a dex saving throw, DC 15. So we're going to try and knock the worm prone.
Okay. What's the save I have to make?
Dex.
Dex. Why is the purple worm not immune to the prone condition?
It's a very upright worm.
Yeah.
Very dignified.
You need legs on the top.
Not anymore.
So it fails. It is prone somehow. Not gonna knock it over, but it is prone.
It's prone. So now being prone, I'm going to use my second Flurry of Blows unarmed strike, and I think this one should be at advantage since it's prone.
Yep.
All right.
That hits.
9 damage. By my calculations, I still have 35 feet of movement left.
What's your total?
120.
Okay, yeah.
So I would like to back away from the worm towards the top corner where those green gems are sitting.
So as you step away, it hasn't lost the ability to use its opportunity attacks, has it?
No, but I have the mobile feat.
Ah.
So it's lost its opportunity to attack me.
35. Okay.
And then the fire elemental is going to make 2. I think the fire elemental is like right up next to it already.
It's right here, yeah.
So it's going to make 2. It has a multi-attack for 2 touch attacks.
Okay.
So I'll roll a d20 for that. It has +6 to hit. So that first one would miss. Here's the second one.
That hits, yeah.
Okay.
12 fire.
Yeah.
Samoza.
All right. Samosa is going to, having seen what Andrew just did, say, yes, you knocked it prone. It's now significantly harder for me to hit, but good job. And he will take his bonus action to throw his hands up as Shadow comes up from the ground and coats him in a shadowy robe using his Form of Dread.
Okay. Form of Dread. You get to switch your mini.
Bonus action, correct?
That is the bonus action, yes. I have to roll a d10, and I can add that to my levels, my warlock levels, and have that many temporary HP. That is an 8, hell yeah. Or 15 temp HP.
Okay.
Sumosa will move diagonally in the direction of the worm. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. It looks like puts him right up next to the worm. If I'm counting that correctly. It might be 30 feet that puts him up to the worm.
25. You'd have to go 30 to be engaged with the worm.
Okay. He'll move all 30 to engage with the worm then. His movement will be 5 feet. As his shadow robes cover his body, he has skeletal wings, like in the miniature, flop out from behind his robes. and his first move is 5 feet diagonally into the air, and his next 25 are 5 feet above the ground as he travels toward the worm.
Okay, so you're 5 feet in the air.
Am I able to interact with the door to my left, or do I have to be on that square to interact with it?
You have to be on the square, yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, he will turn to the worm that is prone and reach out a hand in preparation to cast a spell.
Okay.
If nobody wants to do anything to it.
I think you're safe.
Okay. He will cast Shocking Grasp at advantage because it is prone, and it is a melee spell attack.
Melee spell attack, yeah.
Yes. All right. Rolling at advantage. That is a 26 to hit.
Does it?
Okay. Because he is in Form of Dread, he can change the damage to necrotic, and while he's in Form of Dread, he can also add an extra damage die.
Ooh.
So rather than 2d8, this will be 3d8 damage die. So 2d8 coming first, followed by an additional d8. So that's only 5 on the first two. Additional d8 for another 3. So I guess only 8 total necrotic damage.
Okay. 8 necrotic damage.
He is also going to use his Form of Dread ability. Unless the creature is immune to being frightened, I am going to proc it to make a Wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay. It is not immune to frightened, but it does get a 19.
That passes.
Thank God. Anything else for Samoza?
And that is action, movement, bonus action. As he misses, or no, he hits it with the tech, never mind. He zaps it and he goes, "Taste deadly electricity," and touches it and goes, "Ha!" and throws a thumbs up and ends his turn.
Okay, Argent?
Hold on, Dave. The worm got set on fire by the fire elemental. It takes dice 10 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. It has been ignited.
Okay, cool. Argent.
Argent will... Where's my map? There we are. Argent will use his action to turn invisible.
Okay.
It's in fashion.
With his large speed. He is going to go and...
Player of the game, Argent.
Yeah. He is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to be on the white gem. And he will attempt to make the required check needed for that door, if that is a possibility.
Okay, that would be a perception skill check.
Oh man, does a 3 pass? I think it does.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
'Cause it's like pecking against the door. It doesn't find the button to unlock the door.
Okay. He is not within 5 feet of the worm, correct?
He is within 5 feet of the worm.
Oh, he is within 5 feet of the worm. Okay. Oh, but he is also invisible.
Yeah.
Sorry. I could not have made that check, could I? Because I used my action to turn invisible.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Disregard.
So, yeah, disregard. Yeah, that is the end of that turn then.
Poke, your turn.
So basically, as everything is happening simultaneously, so it's kind of like chaos happening in front of me, but at the same time, a beautiful owl bird appears to me, and I say, "Oh, what is your name there, little friend?" And I would like to take a walk to the other side of the room. So I'd like to walk 30 feet all the way to that. So basically all of my movement. Okay. And as I'm walking, I would like to activate my blade song as well. Mm-hmm. So it'll give me 10 more feet for a total of 40 feet, basically. Unless the lion there bites me. Is that a lion?
It is a lion.
Small lion.
Could move through, but you wouldn't be able to get all the way through with 10 more feet of movement.
Can I walk around it?
Yep.
All right, cool. I'd like to walk around 10 more feet. And as I'm there, is the lion hostile?
I don't know, Murdev, is the lion like doing anything hostile towards Poke?
It does not seem to be baring its teeth.
Cool. All right. I'm just going to say hi to it. And then I would like to cast Big B's hand immediately nearby me. So a beautiful feminine pinkish kind of hand appears there.
Love that spell.
Would you say that I could have cast it so the hand could kind of like lift me up from below the ground? Would that be possible?
Lifting you up?
Yes.
What does the spell description say?
You create a large hand of shimmering, translucent force in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. The hand lasts for the spell's duration, and it moves at your command, mimicking the movements of your own hand. The hand is an object that has to AC 20 and hit points equal to your own hit point maximum. If it drops to 0 hit points, the spell ends. It has a strength of 26 and dexterity of 10. The hand doesn't fill its space. When you cast the spell, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can move the hand up to 60 feet and then cause one of the following effects with it. It has 4 effects that it can do, which are some of them are attacks, others are some effects that it can do. I can read them, but I'm not sure if this is relevant for what I'm trying to do.
Is it a spot that you can see, like a point that you can see? Is that where it appears?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
But it has to be unoccupied, so it can't appear.
It has to be unoccupied, yeah. All right, so sorry to ask, could have been done it basically as I'm walking around the lion so that I could have summoned it in front of the lion and then hopped on it?
You mean like... Well, we finished your movement already, so I'm gonna say
sure.
no.
All right, yeah, absolutely, no worries. All right, with that being said, that was my action. That was my bonus action. I walked. I don't think I'd like to do anything else. I'm just gonna stay there. Thank you so much.
Okay, so
That's
the
all.
spell was an action
At
to
the
cast?
end of your turn, I'm gonna give you some temporary hit points. You get
The
11.
spell was an action?
I'm
though?
sorry, you asked something, Dave?
Yeah, the spell was an action?
Yes, the spell was an action.
And what
Yes.
did you use your
And
bonus
it's
action
concentration.
To activate my blade tone.
for? Oh, right. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yes, it's a bonus action thingy.
Then that's the end of round 1. We're at the top of round 2 for Bona.
Okay. Can you point to me on the board there?
Yep, sure. You're right here.
Okay, so that next door in front of Bona, does it also have the clear crystal?
It does.
Yeah, I want to move to that door and do the
Okay.
same thing that I did to the first door.
Well, the door has a creature in front of it.
Oh, okay. Is there room to get to it?
Not currently, unless it allows you to pass through. Would Argent allow Bona to pass through?
Argent stays in his place, and Argent will actually use his reaction to gesture to the worm and say, "Monster first!"
Okay, so he's going to allow me through then.
He is not allowing passage through.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, there is another door beyond that door that also has the clear crystal, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Then how far is it from where I am right now?
You'd have to move 35 to get in front of it.
Okay, so I will use Blessing of the Raven Queen and travel 30 feet, and then I'll step 5 more feet to be beside that door.
Okay, Blessing of the Raven Queen.
And then I will try to open that door.
20?
Yes.
Yeah, you placing your hands along the door, you find down lower on the door a part that can be pressed in, and you hear the door unlock.
Step through.
Object interaction to open and then step
Yeah, object interaction to open it. Step through as you get a second ring on your wrist.
Okay, then I'll use a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
You used a bonus action for Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Oh, sorry. That's true. Forgot. I will use Twilight Sanctuary to give myself some temporary hit points.
Is that an action?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
Oh, it's just at the end of your turn. Right, okay.
Yep.
Murdev, your turn.
Cool. I will use my... I'll make this pretty quick. I'll use my action to ding, chime opening again on the door. Use my object interaction to walk through it.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to use my movement to get within 15, just so that the creature is within Spirit Guardian's range. And I'd like to be sort of on the northern side, so just the edge of the Spirit Guardians is in the creature's range.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Yep, just 1 sec. So you get a second ring. You use the chime. 25 feet of movement would get you there, which would put
That's pretty
in,
darn good.
in your rings.
Put it right on his head. Perfect. I mean, that's pretty swell. I'll use my bonus action to spiritual weapon the dude as well.
Okay.
I'll just roll a d20 at 8.
Are you okay with it being over here?
Oh, and add advantage too, so that's a 21 on the first and a...
Yeah, that does hit.
Yeah, 27 the actual hit, because it's at advantage because the archivist. Then I'm going to scroll down and talk my way through casting the damage for it. That's a solid 9 points of spiritual weapon damage. Very spiritual over here. And then I'm going to end my turn. And then that leaves the... I'm also giving verbal instructions. I already said I'm going to end my turn, though. Is that okay if I do it like that, or is that not good? Okay. My familiar is going to fly over the sort of center of the battlefield. It'll do whatever it takes to sort of get in the middle between the worm and the other wall, where there's the most empty space, and it'll just be as high as it possibly can.
So like right here?
Really not very high. Yeah, exactly, right there.
And what is its movement again?
Its movement is 60. And it'll dash if it needs to, but if it doesn't have to, it'll dodge when it gets there.
So that's 55 right there.
Perfect. And now Small Lion will take its go, and I didn't realize we could use our friends to help us open doors. I'm going to have my friend go and try and open the strength door at the very bottom.
Okay. So it's the lion's movement?
50 feet. This roll will be a +3. I'm assuming it's a strength roll. That's a 23.
Yeah, the lion is able to bash open the door.
Perfect. And it'll use its object interaction to open it?
No, he can unlock it, but he can't go through it
Okay.
to benefit you.
Cool. Well, then he'll just guard the door.
Okay. I'll put a green marker here to show that it's unlocked.
Cool.
That's it for Murdev and your pets. Okay, it's now the worm's turn, so I need 1d10 from Andriel for the fire damage. And then I'll make a wisdom save for spirit guardians. Okay, so 5 fire. Wisdom saving throw. for a 12.
That fails. Takes all 17.
17 radiant. So it's now the worm's turn. It is prone. I'm going to roll my targeting die. A 4 would be towards Merdev. So it's going to use half its movement to stand up.
And its movement is currently 25.
Yeah.
It's in the Spirit Guardian's range.
12. It can't get to you with 12 feet of movement, which means it will attack anyone in range. That leaves Samoza and Little. So Samoza will be even, Little will be odd. Samoza will be even, Little will be odd. So it's coming towards Little.
Okay. So that attack will be made with... I'll take it, but that attack will be made with disadvantage because of the baloney involving invisibility.
Oh, right. But he's got tremor sense and blind sight.
To my understanding, it's it's the difference between, yes, they can see it, but they still have disadvantage because they're separate bullets.
To me, blind sight and tremor sense are different, but I'm not finding anything, so we'll just carry on with that. So I'll make the attack at disadvantage. 20 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. And the tail stinger at disadvantage. 26.
Little will take it.
Okay. So 23 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Does this pertain to being poisoned?
It does.
Then I do not.
Okay.
I will politely decline.
But it's not to being poisoned.
Never mind then. I will roll that.
It gives you
Excuse me.
resistance to poison damage, correct?
It gives you immunity.
Oh, immunity. Okay, then yeah, you're no worries. So it's just the actual piercing damage.
But he's concentrating. He needs to make a concentration save.
Yep. Okay.
So
10.
that was 23.
Yeah. So
I think it would drop, right?
It would. Yeah.
Oh well.
That's the invisibility.
That's the spider climb.
Spider climb. Okay. That's the end of the worm's turn. That makes it Little's turn.
All right. Little will use his free object interaction to take the javelin from his loyal squire.
Mm-hmm.
Is there space to step out from the door? Like from beside the door? Or am I essentially stuck between the door and the worm?
You're kind of stuck between the door, the worm, and your pet. Oh, you can pass through your pet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pass through your pet.
Okay. I will step a little further into the room, past the pet, and move 1 to the right and 3 down from where the pet is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Yeah. All right. Do I provoke an attack of opportunity from Chuckles McPhee?
I can't see you. Well,
it can see me.
Okay,
but,
then it's at disadvantage then.
Yeah.
We'll try to bite at disadvantage. 17.
Okay, that will not hit. Little is going to huck the javelin at Chuckles, subtracting 5 to use sharpshooter from the roll, and I roll this with advantage because I'm invisible.
Cool.
So that would be a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And that will be this plus 10. So 24 piercing damage, magical piercing damage.
Nice.
I'll make my second attack, doing the exact same thing.
Okay, so with your cloak, your invisibility does not drop.
No, it does not.
Okay.
That's another hit.
Yep.
22 damage. And I will use my hasted action to do the same thing again.
That's
I believe
16?
that is a 16, which should miss.
does miss, yeah.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to command the Steel Defender to attack the worm twice.
Okay. Which it would do with advantage.
So 24. Oh, yeah. Gotta hunt that. Okay, still hit. No, nothing fancy. So this plus 4. 12 force damage. Second attack. 22 to hit. And that would be another 12 force damage.
Okay. Okay, so that's the end of your turn, Little.
Yep.
That brings us to Andrew.
Are the doors open up? Can they open from both sides?
Yep.
Okay, she'll take 5 feet towards the door right in front of her, and we'll again try and use our hasted action to catch the key.
You just can't use your hasted action to activate the door.
So activating the door doesn't count as use an object?
No.
Well, then I guess I'll use my action to, and I can't use my object interaction to interact with the door or to do the check.
No.
Okay, so I'll just use my action to do the check that I made.
Okay, and that was a 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are unable to grab a key out of the air still.
Oh no. Okay. Well, in that case, I will run at the worm, and then I will use my hasted action to make 1 attack.
Okay.
Okay.
19 hits.
Okay. So that's 2 plus 7. And we'll try for a stunning strike again. So con save.
And it's plus 7 damage, you said?
Plus 7, correct.
24.
Okay. We will then use Flurry of Blows.
29 definitely hits. Hey Sam, how's it going, man? Go ahead and roll damage for that first hit. So 12 damage on that one.
I'm wondering if you can tell me, because I can't really see with the worm there, how far am I from the door that has been activated but not gone through?
65 feet.
I can get there, so I'm going to run to that door.
Okay, so you used 45, yeah, and now you're using...
Yep.
Well,
65.
there is a large lion standing in front of it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're moving up to the lion?
Yes.
Does the lion allow Andriel to pass through?
The lion is currently guarding the door.
Okay. Then, apologetically, Andriel's going to use her second Flurry of Blows attack against the lion.
Trying to punch cats. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
go ahead,
Apologetically.
it looks like you can split it, so it should be fine. And
Okay.
it was a
I think
21
it's
to
okay.
hit. Does that hit the lion?
I think so.
Should.
So,
Unless it's got plate armor on or something.
I did spend 6,000 gold on plate. No, I did not.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage, Andriel.
Sure. Okay, I'll roll my damage, but then also for my open hand technique, I can, if I hit him, I can push him 15 feet if he fails a strength saving throw of DC 15.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that damage.
So plus 7, that's 8.
1 plus 7, so 8 damage to the lion, and you can push it 15 feet?
If it makes that strength save, right?
Correct.
If it doesn't make it. And this is a +3 to that, so that's a 16?
Dang. Okay. So then Andriel will, I guess, take 10 feet and back away from the lion that's probably really pissed off.
Oh, so it made the save.
It did.
Samoza.
Sumosa is going to strafe the worm. 5, 10, 15. Oh, am I within the range of Spirit Guardians? And does Spirit Guardians apply to me?
So you are, but it does not seem to be negatively affecting you.
Okay. 15, 20. I believe puts me next to the fire elemental.
20 feet of movement?
Yes, and I, assuming that the fire elemental does not deal damage to me if within 5 feet of it. I don't believe it does. But I don't want to run into obvious fire.
I'm sorry, did the fire elemental get a turn?
No, I'm sorry. I just realized I forgot about that. I got flustered.
Okay, sorry, what were you saying, Kier?
Okay, I'm not hurt by the fire elemental for being in that square, correct?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And can I then, I'm already 5 feet off the ground. Can I diagonally fly another 5 feet to go over the elemental's head?
You'd have to go 10 more feet. It's a large creature, so it's 10 feet tall.
Okay. So I've used 20 feet. I can go 10 more feet to go above its head.
You could, yeah. You'd be 10 feet high at that point. Yeah.
Okay. I want to go then diagonally 5 feet over and up above its head, then diagonally 5 feet down to its right. So I'm in the back right corner of the worm. Perfect.
Right
and
there?
I'm still only 5 feet off the ground. Yes, that's right. Because I was 5 feet off the ground. I went diagonally up 5 feet. So I was 10 feet off the ground and diagonally back down 10 feet or 5 feet again. So I'm 5 feet off the ground on that square.
Okay.
Zamosa will yell out, "Bono, you're not really being very helpful right now." And he will use his action to cast Eldritch Blast at the worm from within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
That is, it's not prone, so it's at disadvantage, correct?
Right.
That is a 18 to hit.
It does hit.
So with me being still in my form of dread, I will use the Grave Touch feature to transmute this into necrotic damage. And because it is necrotic, that same feature allows me to deal an extra damage die. So it will be 1d10 plus 3 plus 1d10.
Okay, you can change your Eldritch Blast to necrotic?
Yes, with the 6th level feature, Grave Touch.
Okay.
Once per turn, I may do that. 5. And because it is necrotic with that same feature, I can add a extra damage die to it. Just is 1. So it's a total of 6 damage.
Okay.
If that comes through. It will also be pushed 10 feet diagonally away from me with my Repelling Blast Eldritch Invocation.
Okay.
In addition, because I'm in my form of dread, it has to make a Wisdom save or be frightened, since I've hit it with an attack.
17?
That passes. And then with my second Eldritch Beam will then strike at it. I believe at this time it's not disadvantaged because it's what's outside of my range, and they are individual attacks.
Okay.
This is a 19 to hit,
That hits.
and this is just 1d10 plus 3 force for a total of 9 force. I have no bonus action. I believe I've already used my 30 feet of movement, so I will. Oh, it is pushed 10 feet by that second blast as well.
Okay. Okay.
I have no bonus action I wish to use, but Sumosa will then yell out, "My apologies, Merdev, I'm not aiming for you. I want him away from me." And end his turn.
Poke, your turn.
Do you think the hand could basically pick me up and move? Because I can make a move as a bonus action, but can the hand basically pick me up? It does have the ability of, sorry, let me read it real quick, of grasping hand, but the grasping hand ability is more or less an attack, a grapple against a creature that is unwilling, and then I can squeeze it on a subsequent turn, but this is not it.
Okay, but do you want to use its grasping ability to pick you up?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Amazing. So now the hand basically could lift me up, and it has 60 feet of movement. So as a bonus action, I'll move it all the way to the door where the cat is.
Okay, so you're in the hand.
And as I'm passing by Andril, I just shake my hand in disappointment of her attacking animals since the whole day. Worms, cats, animal abuse. But manners, not everyone has them, as we have established earlier. With that being said, I would like to take a step down and walk through the door, or item interaction, open the door, basically, if the cat would not.
Merdev, would the lion allow Poke to go through?
At this point, the lion would allow him to go through.
Okay. So 5 feet to step down, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Object interaction to open the door.
Yep. And I walk through it.
25.
Can the hand release him without an action?
Well, you said he stepped down from it, right?
Yeah, is it an action or is it just walking?
No, just walking.
Yeah, cool.
Technically, the hand is grappling him now.
But the hand also works on my command. So basically, if I could just be like, okay, open your hand, and then it just open.
No, it doesn't work that way. And you gave a bonus action. You told it what to do to pick you up and move you. You can't just say whatever you want.
All right. Grappling is a thing a creature can end, just like concentration, basically. If you catch my drift.
Does it have any mechanics for releasing the grapple from the hand?
Forceful hand. The hand attempts to, grasping hand. The hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet of it. You use the hand's strength score to resolve the grapple. If the target is medium or smaller, you have advantage on the check. While the hand is grappling the target, you can use a bonus action to have the hand crush it. When you do so, the target takes bludgeoning damage, blah, 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 and that's the end of it, so to speak. Grappling rules, if I'm not mistaken, I think it works just like concentration, which you can end it at any time.
Yeah, but
and it doesn't require.
This is the spell. It's not you grappling. I mean, you've already commanded with your bonus action to do something. I don't see any way that you can command it to do two different things in the same turn.
I see the point. My argument still stands, however, but Dave can rule it however he sees wish.
All right, so I mean, the way I see it is that I'm trying to be flexible to allow you guys to do cool stuff with your stuff, and but it's causing complications. So you
Right.
had enough movement, I think, from where you were.
Right.
How much movement do you have?
I have 40 feet of movement.
All right. So with the dash action, you could go through the door.
Right.
And use your
And
free
the
object
hand
interaction
would
to
just-
open it.
Right. If that's the case, then sure, I'll take a dash action and dash action, and then the hand will do an attack as my bonus action.
Okay. And what would you like the hand to attack?
I would like the hand to make an attack against Andril.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yeah.
Mirror image.
Yes, kind of. A feminine hand does a whoosh type of attack. So the hand strikes one creature within 5 feet of it. Make a melee spell attack for the hand using your game stats.
So Andrew, go ahead and roll
Cool.
your d20 for your mirror image first. Yeah. Okay, so the hand will be attacking an image. Go ahead and make your attack.
Right.
And the image's AC is what, like 10 plus your dex or something? Or 10 plus...
Yeah. Yeah.
The hand?
No, sorry. Andreal's...
Right.
14.
So it's this plus 8. So
Okay,
we're
so
looking at
one of
17.
the images is destroyed.
Cool.
That's it for poke.
And I dash, so basically I have more movement, correct? Do I have more movement? What do
You
you
were
think?
here, you had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So you've used 45 of your 80 from dashing?
Race, yes.
Okay.
According to my math, I can run.
Yep.
The wizard can run.
Where would you like to move
Straight forward to the next door. Did the black thingy just transferred all the way there, by the way?
Yeah. The
Oh, of
black
course
is
it
just to represent that this is the strength column.
Ah, yes. Coolio.
It's not actually like a thing.
Yeah. I need also probably here as well as Todd's help with the hand ruling. It still have more movement, right? From where we left, it should have more movement. The hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think it only used
Could the hand?
10?
Yeah. Could the hand come back to me?
Yep, so 15. As it goes to step away, Andrew, do you want to attack the hand?
Is attacking the hand technically or opportunity attack? Does it only work against creatures? Because the hand is not a creature.
What does opportunity attacks say?
An opportunity attack when a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach.
Cool. The hand is an object.
Okay.
According to the spell description. So no attack of opportunity comes that way. So the hand could come back to me, and that's all. For my end, thank you so much.
Cool. Top of round 3. Everybody good to keep going, or does anybody need a break? Bona.
Okay. I would like to use a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and I want it to be created next to the purple worm, and I will attack it.
And what's the range? 60 feet?
Yes.
So are you good with it being here?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Spiritual weapon rolled a 19, and I rolled a 4 for the bless, and it came up a 4.
There we go. Yeah, I see it. So here's the 19 and 4 for 23. Go ahead and roll your damage.
5.
Okay, 5 damage.
And for my action, I don't want any more soul decay, so I'm going to have to attack somebody. And I don't really have anybody that I want to attack, so I'm just going to probably have to do it randomly, but I'm going to give you some temporary hit points too, so to make up for the points I'm taking away. Sorry. But if you don't mind, Dave, can I roll a 6-sided die and see who's going to get it?
Sure, yeah. How do you want to split it up? Are you just doing the regular targeting?
Just the way we appear. I mean, if I roll a 1, it won't. Of course, that's me. But if I roll whatever else, it'll be whoever it comes up to.
Okay.
I did roll a number 1, so I'll roll again.
Okay.
Number 3. That
3 would be
is
right.
Little. Okay, little. I'm sorry. I probably won't hit you anyway, but I'm going to give you some temporary hit points when it comes your turn, if I do hit you. So. So I'm Eldritch Blasting, and
So 19, I
that's
don't
a
think
19. I am blessed. That's a 21.
No hit.
No hit. Okay, for the second Eldritch Blast, I direct it at the purple worm.
17 so far. So yeah, you hit.
Yep, okay. 5. And then I will move 15 feet back to the door with the clear crystal. The crystal, yeah, that one.
Yep.
And so that was my action and bonus action and movement. I will Twilight Sanctuary myself. Actually, I don't have to this time, so that is the end of my turn.
All right, Merdev, your turn. You're right
Cool.
here.
And I'm pretty sure that the giant purple Barney has used its reaction this turn. So I'm going to step away to the nearby door.
Oh, okay. Yep, it opens. Unlocks, I should say. Object interaction. It
Object.
opens up.
Yeah.
Step through.
Perfect. I'll step through. I will do my best to stay within range of our creature. And yeah, I want to use my bonus action. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to command my spiritual weapon to attack the big dude.
Okay. So 24.
That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
For 9 points of damage.
9 damage.
That's my action, bonus action, item interaction. Pretty cool stuff. And I've got 3 rings, right?
You do.
Perfect. I will now.
You've got
1 second.
small
I have
lion.
to look at things. I've got small lion, and small lion is going to. Yeah, small lion is going to take the disengage action, and will just sort of run northward as far as its movement can take it.
Okay.
And it will try and avoid people as it scoops on through.
And it's 50 movement?
It's 50 feet.
And your owl?
owl will fly up to small lion and a small owl. It will fly above small lion and take the dodge action.
And take the dodge action?
Yep.
Okay. All right, that makes it the worm's turn in round 3. Targeting die. A 6. It would be heading towards Samoza. Samoza, are you letting it come at you or Fate Sphering?
Yeah, it can attack me. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, does it make different rolls for the target for each of its attacks, or does it make the same attack, same target for both attacks?
Same target for all multi-attack.
Yeah, come at me. Hit me.
Okay.
So you got fire and spiritual guardians first.
Yep. So Andriel, go ahead and roll your d10 for fire. Just double checking. Was that 2? No, okay. So 1 damage for fire.
No, I'm sorry, I rolled before you asked.
No problem. I'll make my wisdom save, which is a fail. So, and then your roll here was 10 radiant. All right, I got it.
I'm actually going to impose disadvantage. If it's within 5 feet of the Steel Defender, the Steel Defender is going to use its reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack.
How high is Samoza?
He is 5 feet off the ground. Not high enough to take falling damage. Was the intention.
I'm gonna move to here because I have a reach of 10 on both of my attacks. So I'm not gonna go anywhere near the Steel Defender because I'm getting my ass kicked.
Okay.
A 20 to hit on the bite to Samoza.
20 hits, yes.
Okay. So 25 piercing damage.
Yeah.
And I need a dexterity saving throw.
All right, that's the fun part. That is a 6.
All right, before I do the next part, I don't want to deny your ability, Adam, but I just... it wouldn't have needed to move that close, so I don't think it would have moved that close. So, okay. So with that fail, then that means that Samoza is swallowed by the worm.
Your lord.
So I'll put you here, but you are inside the belly of the worm currently, and you are blinded and restrained. Then its tail... How much movement did I use there? Like 30? Alright, I'll attack the fire elemental then with my tail. 32 to hit. I'm sure that does hit the fire elemental, as it takes 20 piercing damage. Is the fire elemental immune to poison?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. Good enough. So that's the end of the worm's turn. It's Little's turn.
Okay. So, balls. Okay. I am going to make my ranged javelin attacks with advantage, subtracting 5 for sharpshooter. That is a miss. Rolling again for my second attack. Okay, I believe that will also miss. The haste attack I'll just make as a normal attack. Fire it off. Yeah, does have advantage. There we go. Okay, I hit something.
Yep.
That is a grand total of 14 piercing damage. Then Little will move.
The worm is
using-
definitely bloodied, guys.
Oh, good. I'm going to move to the front of that red door, unless I can interact with it from the rear. I'm just going to assume that I have to be in the front.
No, you can go through either way.
Oh, well, I'll go to the rear.
This one here?
Yeah. Could you run it over for me again? It's the free object interaction to poke the door, and an object and a full action to walk through it.
Well, if you're trying to actually unlock the door, it's an action. So when you say
Okay. And
poke,
yep,
I mean
I've used all my actions. Yeah. All right. So Little's on one side of the door. I will. That is him being done. The Steel Defender will then move up and make a pair of attacks at Large and Crusty, moving so that it has flanking, you leveraging the toaster oven, fire elemental.
Can I interrupt you for just a moment, Little?
Sure.
I'm going to give you temporary hit points because if that was the end of your turn, I can do that now.
I greatly appreciate that. It doesn't. It does soften the dirty look he is throwing at Bana, and that is completely invisible and therefore is completely unnoticed anyway.
I gave you 12 temporary hit points.
12 temporary hit points. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I will have Steel Defender attacks with advantage. Okay, so there we go. That's one hit. D8. Ooh. Thank you, please. 12 force damage once again. Second attack. It's a miss. And we pass our turn.
Little, I'm sorry, I told you wrong. I rolled a 6 and it's +5. You got 11 temporary hit points, not 12. I'm sorry.
Well, that makes all the difference. I am outraged. But yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Andriel.
Okay. It's okay if it's too late for this, but when the worm made a melee attack against the fire elemental, he should have taken 1d10 fire damage.
Oh, right.
But,
Yep. Okay, go ahead and roll it.
okay.
3 more fire.
3. Okay. Can Andriel get into position by the worm so that she's flanking with the fire elemental?
Yeah. Yep. I think right there works.
Perfect. Okay, it is time for a beatdown on this worm. So we are going to do a punch attack first with our attack action. And, oh, sorry, I should have rolled that at advantage, so I'll just roll again.
23 hits.
+7.
Right.
We're gonna try one more time for that stunning strike.
Okay, here's a con save.
Yep.
No!
Yes, okay, that stupid worm is stunned.
That triggers its gag reflex, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I think you're right. No.
All right, so second attack is going to be at advantage anyway, so
22 hits.
22 for the second one. So here's damage for attack 2. +7. We should be keeping track of how much damage this is in case it triggers him to lose his
that
lose
damage
his
has to be
lunge.
done by the swallowed creature.
It does? Oh, okay. So then next attack is gonna, oh crap, sorry, I clicked it and I meant to roll at advantage. So this is my hasted attack action that I'm using now.
Okay, that is.
So that's plus 7. And then for my bonus action, I am going to do Flurry of Blows again, and so we're going to do 2 more attacks.
20 hits.
Okay. So there's the damage plus 7.
9 more. 20 hits.
All right.
Nice.
And with that one, that's 4 plus 7. And with that last one, we'll use our open hand technique to knock him prone. So he is stunned and prone.
Okay, and there's no save, eh?
Well, there's a dex save, but I think if you're stunned, you automatically fail your dex save.
Yes.
So after that, Andriel, her work is done this turn. So she's going to retreat back to the corner on like the far right hand side of the screen,
Okay.
just to put a little distance between her and that worm. And then the fire elemental is going to take his 2
And
touch
how much
attacks.
movement did you use? Or how much do you have?
I think I was close to him. I'm sorry, I didn't ask how much it took for me to get to him, but I have 120 movement.
Okay. So let's just say 20.
Yeah,
20 again for 40. How much movement do you have?
120 feet.
Okay. So you go back to the corner, you said?
Yes, please.
All
And then
right.
the fire elemental will make his 2 attacks
And those are at advantage because of...
because
the
he's
familiar?
stunned. Well, it's at advantage now because the worm is stunned.
Oh, it's prone anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Natural
One's at 20.
20 for a crit. Go ahead and roll that damage. Okay, so 8 plus your 3 is 11 plus 12. So 23 damage on that first strike.
Okay. And then we'll do 1 more.
Yeah, that hits.
And this one. Okay, and then this one will be
16
2d6 plus
whatever,
3.
6.
Plus 3.
5 plus how much?
Plus 3.
Plus 3?
Yeah.
All right, how does the fire elemental finish off this purple worm?
Nice.
He doesn't have eyes. So just punch him right in the mouth.
All right. You crack the purple worm right in the mouth, setting its face ablaze, smashing it into oblivion as it falls down dead. Samoza, you find yourself automagically released as now that you guys have killed the monster, we're going to take our little pause. Everybody gets short rest, everybody levels up. Remember, you get to pick a class that you're going to advance in, and you get your max HP for that class, but you can't heal. You get your short rest abilities reset, but you don't heal.
Excellent timing, Andriel.
Anytime.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the monk did it this time. I'm not sure what we did. Did we do anything? I think we were just watching, to be honest. So, and Mer showing muscles, that's kind of the wrong way to monk, but we each has our styles.
Don't tell me how to monk.
No, absolutely. No, I would be the last person to tell you how to monk after what you just pulled off, so.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Monk is
good
my
job.
absolute favorite class. It makes me happy
And I'm
to see
sorry
how
about
monk's still
the-
active.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Mur, about the Bigby's hand doing the thing was just trying to protect animals from animal abusers. So yeah.
That's fighting words. That's fighting words.
Oh man.
All right, Samosa, then just let me know whenever you're done, but no rush.
I'm done leveling up.
Okay, well then, it's your turn. So you're no longer blinded or restrained.
It's pretty awesome.
And she did it on that last hit. It had 8 hit points left, and she did 8 damage. So it was good. Otherwise, you would have been taking an acid bath.
I was prepared for it. I wouldn't have liked it, but I was prepared for it at least. I am going to use my action to begin casting a spell.
Okay. So Sumoza has begun casting a spell. If you want to message the refs to let them know what spell it is. Of course, this is an opportunity for in case anyone wants to counterspell. If no one is counterspelling, then go ahead, Kier.
All right. Sumosa scans the grounds, shakes off the acid, and says, "Well, that was less than enjoyable. Bona." And he will sit and just extend a hand and point and cast a spell magic on Bona Bequa.
Okay. So dispel magic on Bona Bequa. So when you cast it on a creature, it's at all level 3 spells are automatically dispelled.
It is cast at level 4.
And cast at level 4, okay.
Yes.
And then do you have to roll for the others, or is it only 4th and below that are automatically...
4th or below are automatically dispelled, and I have to make a ability check for anything higher than that.
For anything higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not cast it on an effect. I cast it on Bona himself.
Okay. Bona, anything we need to...
Mirror images will go away.
Okay, mirror images are gone.
And I had another spell cast, and it's not visible, I don't think, to anyone, but it's gone too.
Okay.
And I had drank a potion.
So I think it's... Is it just spells, though?
Spell and spell effects.
Okay.
So like a potion of speed, I believe the haste effect would be gone. A potion of heroism, I believe the bless effect would be gone.
All right. And what potion was dispelled?
Heroism.
Heroism, okay. So still you, Samosa?
Yes. Sumosa would like to use his bonus action to re-up Form of Dread.
Okay.
Total, let's go, max. 17 temporary HP. I am going to use my movement to go... does the fire elemental provide cover in any capacity?
Does it provide cover, did you say?
Yes.
I mean, if you were, like, behind it and someone was attacking you from the other side, yeah, it would.
Perfect. Sumosa will fly diagonally towards the corner of the map so he can position himself behind the fire elemental from that angle directly to the south of the fire elemental. He has a 30-foot fly speed. He can diagonally up and over.
Right here?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Is that it for Samosa?
That is, let's see, movement, action, bonus action. That is all for Sumosa.
Okay, Poke.
Argent is next as well.
Oh, yep, my bad.
Yep. Argent has a 60-foot fly speed and would like to go diagonally 1 square behind me.
1 square behind you.
Yes. And he would like to grant me the help action with his action.
And that's it for Kier? Or, sorry, for Samosa?
Yeah, that's all for me. And Sumosa.
Poke, are you good to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bigby's hand would punch through the door, the strength door, or whatever that is required to open it, strength-wise. So I roll a d20 and add the strength modifier of the hand, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Cool. So it's +8. That's an 11 plus 8 for a total of 19.
19, and it is a row 2. So yeah, it does unlock. You smash it open.
Hang on just a second, Poke. Did you use the forceful hand?
A clenched fist. The hand strikes one creature or object within 5 feet of it. Yes.
All right. So if you hit the door, it takes force damage.
Yes, 4d8 force damage, but I'm not sure that was required.
What does it allow you to do strength-based checks? Or is it just a damaging attack?
The hand strikes one creature or object within 5 feet of it. Make a spell attack for the hand using your game stats. On a hit, the target takes 4d8 force damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
does that change things?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So I cannot attack a door.
No.
The clenched fist can strike one object or creature. It just depends on how Dave has it set to open and how many hit points it has.
It needs a strength check to open the door.
Okay. I guess that changes things. From what I'm reading from this, then, even though the hand has a strength of 26, it cannot make a check, and we're not going to, in any way or form make it happen as an attack.
I mean, we have to stick to raw if it's not like.
Cool. All right.
If it's not by raw able to do that.
All right. In that case, yeah. Sorry, you guys.
It's okay.
Slightly messing up some things. I guess I am going to. Yeah, this kind of ruined my things. Sorry. I guess let's go ham, maybe. I would like to cast. Yeah, that's slightly.
30 seconds left.
Oh boy. Let's go. Synoptic Static as my action. It's 120 feet. I would like to cast it on Sumoza. What's his name? Intelligence saving throw. It's a 20-foot radius sphere. You choose a point within range and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature in the 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected. A target takes 8d6 psychic damage on a failed save or have as much on a successful one.
Okay.
After a failed save, a target has meddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay, so what's the intelligence of the fire elemental?
6.
Okay, so it's still affected. So we'll need an int save for the fire elemental too.
And can I make it so that who is that person in front of Sumoza? Kind of
right here.
All the way. Yeah.
That's the little one among the reeds.
Is he invisible or visible?
He's invisible.
Invisible, so I cannot see him, so never mind.
But you know his location.
But I know his location. Okay. If I know his location, then can I make it so the bomb would explode, taking him inside as well? So everyone inside that area.
Yeah, you could position it so that it does that.
let's do that then, please.
Okay, its save from the fire elemental first. Okay, so that's
And
probably a
I have
fail.
another thing after this.
But
Yep.
we're still
So
resolving
roll
the
it.
synaptic static too.
Yeah.
Okay, Samoza. So fire elemental takes
Yes.
25 psychic.
Yes. Yes.
Save of 9. Sorry, 10 for end save.
So 25 damage as well.
Are you sticking with the 10?
And
Samoza?
yeah, I'm just with that. That's fine with me.
Okay, 24. I assume.
I
succeeds.
assume. Yeah. How close am I to poke?
To poke. 70.
70. Okay. All right then. And does my pet raven also have to make that save?
Yeah.
Okay. Making the save. He has no modifier to it, so it is just a raw roll. Oh wow, also 6. That is either a 6 or a 18. Does an 18 pass?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So
Beautiful animal.
25 becomes, what is that, 12? Psychic damage.
Well, darn it, it only has 10 hit points. Okay, so even with the pass, it's knocked out.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Little,
Yeah,
did you take
so-
half damage?
Okay.
Did you take half damage, Little?
Little did his save 24,
Okay.
so it would have been half.
Yeah, half damage, yes. So what happens to the rest is that after a failed save, the target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number from all attacks, attack rolls, and ability checks, as well as concentration saving throws to maintain concentration. Or constitution saves to maintain concentration. And you can make another save, intelligence save, at the end of each of your turn, ending the effect on a success.
Okay.
And
So that resolved.
for my bonus action, my Big B's hand will take the one that is kind of slightly, literally, on the back of my mind, which is the monk. The hand will try to grasping hand the monk.
Hang on.
Yes, sorry.
Earlier, you used the bonus, the hand. So, Dave, are we going to say that was an attempt and it failed, or it was not an attempt to hit the door?
What he wanted to do was impossible to do.
Okay.
So he gets the action economy back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So grasping hand will move, use all of its movement and grasp the monk. So the hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet of it. You use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple. If the target is medium or smaller, you have advantage on the check. While the hand is grappling the target, you can use a bonus action to have the hand crush it. But that is basically kind of on the next thing.
Okay, so you get to make yours at advantage?
Yes, because
Mirror image is still up.
What's that?
does it work with checks? Mirror image does
No.
not work with checks, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So, rolling strength. Oh boy, that is a bad roll. +8.
So 12 there, but did you say it was at advantage?
Yes, that is true. Thank you for that reminder. All right, slightly better. 6 + 8, so 14.
14, okay. So, Andrew, you can do either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, okay. That's not an attack. That's just a. Okay.
It's a special attack. Natural 20 +8. She's able to deftly dodge the grapple attack.
I would also like to use my movement, my normal movement, and go into the. I have 40 feet of movement. I'd like to go to where Meredith is. Sorry.
To what, sorry?
Meredith inside Meredith's spirit guardian area. So just kind of the tip of it, slightly maybe, or if I have enough movement, maybe another step inside. That makes sense.
Right there.
Thank you. And that would be the end of my turn. I'm presuming it does not hurt me stepping inside.
You take. No, it doesn't hurt you.
Dave,
Appreciate it.
Dave?
Yep.
I believe there is some chance my Steel Defender should have been in the Synaptic Static as well, but if the point was right between Samoza and Little, I don't think it necessarily would have. Don't know.
Yeah, actually, it would be, because it would have been here or here, and either place would affect.
All right. Okay, yeah, 10. So it takes 25 points of damage and is muddled.
All right, Bona.
Yes.
Okay, at the end of Poke's turn, how far am I from him?
From who? Poke?
From Poke?
30.
I would like to give him temporary hit points.
Okay. Go ahead and roll those.
That would be 9 temporaries for you, Poke.
Do temporary hit points does not stack. Can I choose the highest, or does the highest remain?
You can choose the highest.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can
yeah,
choose
because I already had 11 from earlier.
Oh, I didn't remember.
No worries. I feel the love, and I appreciate it.
Okay. Then I am going to cast a spell.
Okay. A spell is being cast. You can send it to the refs. Opportunity for people to counter.
So I'm casting a Moonbeam at Samoza.
Moonbeam at Samoza. Okay.
And what is right next to Samoza within the 5 feet of him?
The fire elemental.
Okay, I'm getting let's see.
And
Yeah, I'm
Moonbeam
getting the
is
fire.
5-foot radius.
It's a 5 foot, but I'm going to put it right between the middle of them, so it goes 5 feet this way and 5 feet this way.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 5 foot, but if it goes into halfway in the square, it gets whatever's in that square. So
Yep, I got it.
should be able to get both of them. Okay.
What's the
And I
range
am
on Moonbeam?
upcast 120 feet.
Okay. And it takes effect at the start of their turns, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Anything else for you, Bona?
I think I'm going to move into Merdev's Spirit Guardians. I want to be behind him, closest to the wall. And hopefully they don't kill me.
So, like, right here?
Come on in here, everybody. It's safe in here.
Okay, and that's it for Bona?
Let's see, that was my action. I still have let's see. I cast the Moonbeams. I didn't do a bonus action, did I? Let's see where my spirit weapon is.
Right here.
Okay. Is it within 20 feet of the people on the wall there?
Little?
Is that Samoza down there?
Yeah, it's within 20 feet of Little. It's not within 20 feet of Samoza.
Okay. I'm okay with where it's at, I think. So.
Okay. Merdev, your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna use, first of all, this is probably a question we've been asked a few times. How far away am I from Samoza?
You are currently...
Dear Lord.
55 from Samoza.
Well, That's perfect. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a spell.
Okay, a spell being cast. She send it to the refs. Give an opportunity for a counterspell.
I'm just casting Spiritual Weapon. And I'm pretty sure it's not within range of him at the moment. And it's going to try and make an attack. That's a 22 to hit.
You hit me.
It does hit.
I should roll the damage. What am I doing? That's 9 points damage.
That is force damage.
Yes. And I'm going to waddle on over, and I'm going to use my action to chime the closest door.
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my object interaction to open it.
Yep, you open it. It is open.
And with that, that's 4 rings?
You're stepping through?
Yes. I use my object interaction to step through. Thank you.
All right, you step through and you are
Shit.
returned to the Fate's Hand Tavern.
Oh, that did it? Oh, God, I didn't mean to do that now.
And you have escaped
The other door.
the room.
I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
That was
serious.
a lie.
Wow. Okay. I didn't. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I would have hung out a little bit longer, but that's great. Sure, cool. Bye, everybody.
Later, alligator.
I was gonna say something too, and then Merdev opens the door, and he's kind of looking back, figuring out his next move as he steps back and just goes whoa, and falls to the door.
Oh man.
Oh no. Well, that's great for me. Sorry, everybody. Good game.
GG
Okay.
indeed.
Merdev has now escaped. It is Little's turn.
Am I able to have my followers follow me? Or are they just sort of stuck?
Once you leave, they all automatically leave right away.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so Little will drop his javelin, costing him nothing. Use his object interaction and whatever action. Did we establish that we could use a haste action on the door, or is it required to be the mainline action? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll use the free object interaction and the push to do the door thing.
Okay.
What
and
would you
that's
like,
on
Dave?
the intelligence one, so I need an investigation or intelligence check, please.
Okay.
And that's for this one, just to be clear, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's that one.
Dude.
Yeah, you hear the door unlock as you easily solve this pattern of lights as well.
Yep. I will shuffle through the door. Spend my movement to move to the next intelligence door, I suppose.
And your javelin, I'm just gonna put
Yeah. As my hasted. Oh. Okay, Dave. Would you care if I just used my hasted action to pick up the damn javelin instead? Because it occurs to me I have nothing to do with it. Granted, I can move back, but I do have enough movement, or at least I should.
So the hasted action can be used for use an object, right? And we've established that
Yeah.
that is the object interaction. So yeah, you could use your hasted
I'll
action
just-
to pick it up.
Yep. Yeah, I'll pick it up. Yeah, and head, and I'll be at the door. Okay. Bonus action. I'm just going to look at my poor, suffering steel defender that is currently on the fritz, and just Well, it can't see me, but I will do whatever the draconic verbal equivalent is of just shaking my head, crooking my thumb towards Samoza and say, go bottle feed that one. And it will spend 40 feet of movement. Is it now with base to base with Kier, Samoza?
Yeah, I can get there in 30.
Okay. It will spend its first action to just jam the potion of greater healing, like open it, jam it into his face.
Okay.
And then it will, with its second action, dash to me.
It has 40 movement?
Yes. And it is currently hasted. And that prevents soul decay, right? Because I healed somebody.
Yeah. Okay,
Taste
so
my
let's roll
lightning.
the hit points for that greater healing potion.
Okay, so that's 15 hit points, I believe, total.
But, yeah, I mean, he did use his bonus action to do that. It's his action economy that caused it.
Works for me.
Andrea, your turn. But you need to roll. Oh, you did roll the hit points, so it's 15 back. Andrea,
What?
you are up.
Little, how many door rings do you have now? 2?
Presently 2.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Can you just point to who is who on the board, please?
Yep. So we have Samoza, your fire elemental. This is where you are. This is the hand from Poke. This is Poke. This is Bona. And this is Little.
Okay, I'm going to run towards Poke.
Okay.
And how much movement did that take?
50.
50. I'm going to punch him in the belly.
All right.
Ouch.
Sorry, bro.
21 to hit.
I'd like to use my shield.
Okay, so she
So,
use.
yeah. So, I'd be able to defend that as a beautiful pinkish shield appears there in front of her as she tries to punch my bellies. And I go, wait there just a second. Total misunderstanding. That's all.
Okay, and so for my second attack, I'm going to try and kick him in the shin.
Ouch. Yeah, that's going to hit probably.
Natural 20 automatically
That
hits,
hits.
puncturing through the shield.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll that damage. So 1 plus 6, 7 plus your 7, so 14 magical bludgeoning.
And then I'm going to use a key point to make that a star.
Yeah, just hold on before you do that. I need to make a concentration check for the hand. So I have I don't have advantage, but I do have plus 10 to it. So plus 6 for resilient and plus 4 because of the blade song that I have on. Does the blade song give me advantage? Hold on, let me read it real quick. No, I only have a bonus to it. Yes, cool. So here we go. So 13, 19 plus 4, 23, yes. And yes, please go ahead. Continue your punching.
Sorry, so now you have to make another con save to defend against the stunning strike.
Oh, okay. Boy, God help me. I'm not sure that's going to work. 11. Please do not stun me.
That's not enough, sorry, sir.
There we go.
Oh, boy. There we go.
Alright, so Poke is currently stunned. And when stunned, is that incapacitated and you lose concentration?
I believe you do.
That's
Dude,
correct.
that happened? Oh, dude, no. Really? Okay, now I'm pissed. I'm going to have to start playing.
It was just a misunderstanding.
Absolute
Personal.
misunderstanding. Yeah, totally. I lost my brains.
So then I still have some movement. I only used, I think you said 45. So I'm going
50.
to then go over to Bona and use my hasted action to attack him.
Okay,
Okay.
Bona, if you could roll your mirror image, please.
Don't have the mirror images up anymore.
All right. Okay, then go ahead and make your attack roll. 18 to hit Bona.
I will cast shield.
Okay, Bona cast shield.
Okay, so then I'm going to use another key point to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
So I'm going to make another attack against Bona.
28 to hit Bona.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that.
Okay.
So
Go
we'll
ahead
do
and roll your
damage for that one.
So 10 damage.
And we'll use another key point to try a stunning strike.
Okay, so con save versus stunning strike.
13.
That's not enough.
Let's go.
Bona is stunned.
And sadly, that gets rid of the Twilight Sanctuary too.
And the moonbeam.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Moonbeam's gone. Flurry of Blows was it just one extra attack or two?
No, it's one more attack. So since I'm already here, sorry, Bona, but I'm going to make my last attack at advantage.
Okay. The Twilight Sanctuary lasts until you're incapacitated.
So it's gone, yeah. Okay. So 27 would hit, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So
Or
4 plus
11 more
7.
damage.
11.
And then the fire elemental, I don't think he's close enough to do anything, but he's got a 50-foot movement. I'm going to have him come towards me.
Come towards you.
Yep.
30, 35.
Actually, if he can get to poke, then he'll go to poke.
Please don't come to me.
He can make it?
Yep. Yeah, it's only 40 movement. He's got
Okay,
50.
well, sorry, Poke, then he's got 2 attacks coming your way at advantage.
Don't apologize. This is good.
This is bad.
22.
Hits.
So that'll be 2d6 plus 3.
So 10 fire and you're on fire.
Well, I do have
Correct.
resistance, so what is that? What we're looking at? 7 becomes a 3, right?
It was
That's 7 plus 3, so it's...
yeah. So it's 5.
So it's
if
5.
you're resistant, it's 5.
5.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
And here's the second attack.
I am on fire.
28 hits.
This wizard's on fire.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This wizard is on fire. Yeah.
So same thing. 5 more fire damage to Poke.
So 5 more fire damage. Cool.
Samoza, you were...
Question.
Sorry, was there a question?
How do I get out? Yeah. How do I get out of the stunned
I
effect?
think you can make a save your next turn.
Nope. It ends at the end of the monk's next turn. No save for it.
Oh, really? It lasts until the end of the monk's next turn?
Stunned until the
Yeah.
end of my next turn.
People sleep
Oh,
on
yeah.
monks, but I love me some monks.
Oh, that's brutal.
Monks are
All right, y'all wake me up if I'm alive.
Samoza, your turn.
All right.
Yeah.
So the synaptic static is not affected by that at all because it's not concentration, correct?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, Samosa will try this. All right. Let's see here. How far am I away from Poke?
Wait,
Oh, boy,
did
come
the synaptic static, it affected the fire elemental, didn't it?
It did. It has a minus D6. Yes, it has a
it
minus
did.
D6. Let's go.
Yes,
I
so
might
sorry.
be saved.
So let's just check those two attacks. So it was a 25, so minus d6.
Yeah, it won't save me. Sorry. So what was the next one?
20.
Yeah, never mind.
They both hit anyway?
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good enough. Then, Samoza.
I have a question as well. Synaptic Static allows an intelligence save at the end of each of the turns. I made the save against the spell last turn, but I did not make a save at the end of my turn. Do I get that? Am I able to make that save now?
Okay.
Basically, you make the save when I cast the spell, and also at the end of your next turn. So
I was not given an opportunity to make the save at the end of my last turn, is what I'm saying, because I was hit.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I should make that for the Steel Defender as well.
Okay.
yes.
And the elemental.
So this is retroactive for my previous turn. Okay, it's a fail, so I'm still under its effect.
Yeah, I think both failed, right?
Steel Defender still stupid.
Okay.
It's not
And
stupid.
the
It just
fire elemental, Mayor.
Oh yeah, Fire Elemental gets to make a save too. Paul's saying Samoza hasn't had a turn since the static?
Oh, you're right. Poke was after me. That's my mistake. Sorry.
Okay.
Not that it affects anything. I'll take that for the end of this turn if that's.
Sounds good. Thanks, Paul.
Sure.
So 16 minus...
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Does a 14 meet the save?
No,
For the
it fails.
Synaptic Static? No?
fails. Yeah.
Okay. Then...
So it is still confused.
Okay, so Synaptic Static still in effect. Sumosa is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to be 2 spots down from the white gemin door.
Right here?
And that is
close. I help you.
That is Poke right next to the fire elemental, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Nope. So, yes.
Sumosa will bonus action to re-up his Form of Dread again.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, and the roll for temp HP. Minimum, that's okay. I rolled maximum last time. That's balanced as all things should be. Granting me 8 temp HP. All right. And will drop his smile that he has had kind of plastered on his face this entire time as he gets angry eyebrows, so you know he's serious, and says, "Well, Poke, what the fuck do you think you're doing?" And stick out his hands to Eldritch Blast.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm stunned, to be honest.
Okay,
All
so
right.
it is at advantage.
Yeah, it is. Yes, at advantage minus the 1d6 from Synaptic Static. Okay. So first roll, that is a 17 minus. Oh, sorry. That is the first roll. This is the advantage roll.
Whoa,
Boy.
natural 20.
Let's go. All right. So subtracting 1d6 would not affect this at all, correct?
Well, I don't know. A natural 20 is supposed to always hit, but if you do have a minus something, does the crit stand, or do you still have to account? Do you treat the 20 as like a 20 and still do the minus d6? Just roll the d6 anyway.
Okay.
I think it's still a hit, but it's not a crit.
Trust me, it's still a hit. My AC is below 15 as of right now.
Yeah, like what I'm... Yeah.
Because I don't think you can... Because that would be a modification to the roll. It wouldn't change the roll.
Yeah.
The D6
amount.
will not affect the roll because it's
Yeah.
a nat 1 and a nat 20 and attack is an automatic crit or automatic fail.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Totally.
Okay.
So it's an automatic hit, but not a crit?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Or sorry, no, it's a crit, right?
We're still
It's
living
still
in
a
Crit
crit.
City.
Okay,
Yes.
still a crit.
Yeah.
Still a critical.
Go ahead and
All
roll your damage.
Okay.
please, Sumosa.
So that is 1d10. Since I am in my Form of Dread, I can add an extra d10 to that. That pertains to the crit as well, correct? For the
That would
6th level
double. It
feature.
wouldn't get maxed. It would double.
Okay.
You've got
So
it.
it's 10 plus 1d10 for the Elder's Blast plus 2d10 for the Grave Touch, correct? And if I understand correctly?
Yes, that's how Dave does it.
Total is 40. Yeah, shit. That's a lot.
So flat roll for the Elder's Blast is 3 plus 3 plus a 10 for 16. Plus the Grave Touch on top of that, 4, 5, 12. That's 28 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
So total of 28?
Yeah.
Yep, total of 28 necrotic.
So 16 plus the 12 is total of 28. Cool.
Yes. All right. With that first hit,
done, I would be
it does proc a Wisdom save from Poke against being frightened.
Okay, so we need
oh boy.
a wisdom save from Poke.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so he's not frightened.
Okay, not frightened. All right, second beam now coming at him.
Oh, dude.
Also at advantage because he is stunned. Coming in, that is a 17 minus a 1d6.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
And he
minus
gets
the-
blasted 10 feet away.
Yes, he also gets pushed 10 feet away. Okay. So the minus d6, that is a 3. So that is a 14 to hit on that second beam.
That hits
Oh, geez. Okay.
as well. Yeah.
All right.
I am a sitting duck as of right now, my friend.
All right. So here comes the damage for the second beam. That is 8 force.
8 force damage.
Okay, anything else for Samoza?
Absolutely. Sumosa is going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken cast Eldritch Blast a second time.
Hold on, sorry. Dorian just said a very good thing because it does not have an effect on my shield. So, the 14 attack does not hit. Sorry. So my
It's
AC
still-
is above 15.
Okay, that's lame. No. Still using 2 sorcery points to quicken cast Eldritch Blast, though, a second time at Poke.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
That is first beam at advantage.
Samoza, you used your form of dread as a bonus action this round.
It isn't. Oh gosh, darn it! Now I ruined that I have sorcery points. There goes the surprise. All right, I will unspend those. I believe that is all for Sumosa.
Your int save. you
That's
already rolled it, right? It
Yeah,
still did
I
not.
failed. I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay, then that makes it Poke, but he's still stunned, so can't take any actions, is incapacitated until at least Andrew's next turn. That's the end of round 4, everybody.
And my shield also goes away
Yeah.
at the end of my turn. Yeah.
So we're gonna call it here, everyone. We've got the info we need.
Poke takes damage. He's on fire.
Oh yeah, Poke takes damage. D10.
I am
please,
on
Mary.
fire. Yes, D10, please.
So 10 cut to 5.
So, yes. Thank you so much.
All right, nicely done, everybody. Just make sure to take note of your HP.
Currently uninjured.
Get out of here.
Great.
I already did.
Dude, what are you doing here? Come on, what are you doing here? No. It's not
All
really
right.
happening.
Everyone, thanks for hanging in there. I know it was a bit grindy at times, but that's what we're here for. See you next time. Hope you enjoy a nice long rest.